Got it.
All right, welcome everybody. Here we are, the fifth installment, Week 5 recap and Week 6 preview of the Fantasy Football League of the Fellas 2022 season here. Special shout out and thank you to our sponsors here. We have Spark, Pure Linkswear, and SIG sponsoring us this week, going into the battles this week. So I'd like to introduce once again. We have Trev, my co-host, and what are those called? In charge of the league, co-commissioner. That's the one. And then our special guest here today, Mr. Joey Moles, aka Ode to Henry, a bad man story, aka Team Auto Draft, as I like to call him, aka Sconza Eminem Mastermind.
Some fucking changes. I've changed some stuff. It's not the auto drafted team.
You're still an auto draft team. You knew when the draft was a month before, and you could have spoke up or made change of plans.
Stuff to do.
M&M's, baby. Itty bitty M&M's. We're not mini M&M's. We itty
little ones. Now we got Reese's Pieces. We got stuff going on over here.
Currently sitting in 6th place at 2-3.
Like a joke.
Should have a rollover easy week this week for him. And then week 4, tough luck loser, being the second highest scoring team in the league and still losing the week. And apparently not a Kelsey fan. I don't know. I thought this guy was a big Travis Kelsey fan, but apparently not.
Not this week.
And our favorite quality about
that's just a joke.
Favorite quality about good old Joe is that he is a cat guy. Yes, he is a fan of the felines. Joey, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Very much appreciated being here at 2 and 3. You guys ran out of winners to interview, apparently.
We tried to have Tyson on because we thought it'd be funny to have the 3 worst teams, but apparently he was unavailable. So you were our next go-to. We're trying to fit everybody in, so you had to come in at some point.
Yeah, well, at 2 and 3, it's a good time.
Yeah. Hey, no time like the present, Joe.
This is when the 2 and 3 teams like, I'm going to come back, I'm going to win, I'm going to get it, and we'll see after 0 and 5 beats me this week, and I go 2 and 4, and my dreams are shattered.
So since you auto draft, we don't want to talk about your draft philosophy, but what's some of your philosophy when you look at like picking up people? Because I believe you're first on the waivers, so I don't think you've picked up anybody really.
No, I haven't. I tend to be a pretty stick with it kind of person because every time I make decisions, I end up pulling somebody out that does something that I should have left them in with. The only real strategy that I actually do when I'm week to week is, Binger hit it pretty out of the park when he was on, but it has to do a lot with quarterback. And now I think a lot of these running backs are more wide receivers. So you can actually plan on a running back to be a receiver in your actual lineup. And I'm trying to find that with Sanders and Philly. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm going to try it this week, I think. I don't know. But I think that's mostly the real outside the box. I'm not great at this, guys. You know that. But outside the box thinking, I try and find those running backs and end up being pretty decent receivers. Because I think you can count on that point per catch and all that jazz. But
that's vital in a PPR league to get production out of your.
Oh, no. Talk to Kelsey about it. 7 catches, 25 yards, 4 of them touchdowns. Eat a dick.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, and you were talking shit that whole time. I thought for sure you knew I was playing them.
I had no idea. That
makes it even better. That does make it better.
Those that don't know, during the game, Joey and I were going back and forth on a group text, and we were going pretty hardcore about it, back and forth. I
was not
Kittle versus Kelsey. And come to find out at the end of our argument and at the end of the game that he was playing against Kelsey. So there was layers to things going on with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe, real quick.
Yes, sir.
What would you say has been the best pickup you've made this year? You're auto drafted team. You say you make some adjustments and whatnot going on. What would you say has been your best pickup?
Actually, I don't really know, brother. I don't really, like I said, I haven't picked up too many people. I move people around more than I pick people because I'm not too savvy with it. I just kind of guess. I'm looking to pick some people up. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. Because I'm scoring points. I don't want to drop people because it's not like I'm losing games by 90 to 130. I got points. And I will tell you, I've looked at my possible points and I've mismanaged quite a bit. So what I need to do is find the people that are consistent and actually nail it when I put them in the lineup. So I don't know. I really don't know who my best pickup would be. Probably 2 years ago when we started this in Mr. Henry. But apart from that, I'm like I said, I do this because I like hanging out with you guys. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah. Last year, I remember you were one of the front runners. You and Ryan were like the two top teams, kind of like Binger and Doug are at the moment.
Wasn't auto drafted then.
And then Henry got hurt, and your team just like shit the bed. He was a big one for you.
Yeah, I mean, he was putting up 35, 40 for 3 or 4 weeks in a row. I mean, it was gross. So,
like
and he's doing his job this year. I'm happy with Allen. Allen's out of the park. And he's going to get me 20 a week. But I just need to, like I said, I need to find my running backs. Mitchell going down hurt me quite a bit. I was banking on that. But anyway, we'll see.
Love it.
You don't have Mitchell in this league, by the way.
Oh shit, that's my other league. I'm super good at fantasy, guys.
It's super good.
I know my team so well.
The best.
All right. So we got our week 4 recap. We had some cool things last week. Like
name, Trev. That's a ridiculous name.
Highest score of the week was yours truly. And so I'm going to highlight that matchup where I took down our number 2 juggernaut team, our guest of last week, Mr. Quailman, Doug. You're welcome for giving you your first loss. My team had a good week. I was happy about it.
Somebody get after Binger, please.
That's coming.
Jesus Christ, that guy's putting up numbers.
Joey, tell us about your matchup.
Well, I actually thought I was coming in with a win. And the way that game started Monday night, I was real confident until the red zone shit. But apart from that, I actually both this week and last week, I thought I was going to walk away with wins. I really did. And things just happen, and players do things the guy for a reason. And it wasn't a surprise when it started happening. But then again, it's just, like I said, I'm putting up decent points. I'm just doing it against the wrong teams. I was actually looking at Ryan's points for it. He scored quite a bit of points. He's just lost.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's not, to me, it's about when you play somebody. I mean,
go look at my points against, dude. It's not even comparable to the rest of the league.
That's exactly what I was talking about. I mean, you got a decent point total for points for, but it's about who you play. Unless you play Binger. I mean, he's going to put up 150 on you. Yep. He's got to get somebody injured on that damn team.
Sorry, I was excited watching your guys' matchup going into that last day because I think it projected like one of you guys to win by like 0.05 points or something.
Yeah, it was me. And then it changed, and then it dropped, and then it was. I really didn't think he was going to get that last one.
And then he did.
Man. But no, it is fun. And I will tell you, it's been close week to week, and that's what kind of makes it fun. Nobody's blowing anybody out completely. Less big.
Well, quite the contrary. On the next matchup here, Lindo played the biggest rollover in the division this year so far. Wow. Tyson with 62.98 points, and Lindo putting up just short of 110, ringing in almost a 50-point victory there. So that was pretty awesome. Tyson, I know, has been wheeling and dealing. Check your inboxes. I'm sure he's offered you some trades. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of action there. Trev, you want to cover the close matchup of the week?
Yeah. I want to make one. I want to make a statement on that one. You know how week 4 Joey was the tough luck loser, where he had the second most points but lost. This last week, Lindo was the good luck winner. He had the second least amount of points but won. So I guess when you play team shits the bed, it's a good thing. And then
I know something. That's what I just said. It's about who you play when you play them.
Exactly. And unfortunately, Matt Simone had a very good week last week, scored 149 points, but went up against a buzzsaw in Bing Bong 247's team, beat them by 1.26, which is actually the narrow victory of the week. Whereas the last one we mentioned was the biggest blowout. Lindo beat Tyson by 73%. Bing barely beat Matt by 0.8% in points. That was also a great matchup to watch come down to the wire on Sunday night.
No, I agree. And then the last matchup here on the week from last week, KJ, at least I tried, still has his team name from last year when he was terrible. Putting up 148 and beating me, scoring 135 to keep, or 134 to keep me at 0-5. bottom of the barrel. Once again, my tremendous year just keeps going on here. So 0-5 for myself, and KJ squeaked out a nice win, 3-2. So
This is the only league you're shitting the bed in, Ryan.
I know. That's why I'm okay with it.
You showed me the other stuff, and I'm like, oh well.
At this point,
That's why I'm totally okay with it. If all my leagues were this bad, I would.
In my other league, I'm 4-1, 4-1. Yeah, 4-1.
5-0, 5-0, 0-5, baby.
You gotta keep that 0-5 going, otherwise Tyson's gonna take that first pick from you.
I'm trying to get that first pick, dude. Can't wait to draft a Christian McCaffrey and he gets hurt, or
yeah, right.
Jonathan Taylor and he just does nothing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So
yeah. Hey, so some of the outstanding players of the week. Joey, congratulations. You had the #1 quarterback in points scored last week with Josh Allen scoring 40.16 points.
Dude went the fuck
impressive
off
right there. The Central Valley's own Josh Allen at that. Running back of the week, Matt, in his loss, in his very close loss, had Austin Eckler score 35.9 points. Pretty solid week right there too.
When's Justin Jefferson going to stop scoring points? Honestly,
that's his second week in a row over 30 points.
Probably when Kelsey does.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson for Lindo, tearing it up. Top receiver of the week, scoring 30.32 points. The guy's just been unstoppable. I would target him 13 times a game too. Why not?
That's that dance is dope.
Hey, Joe, can you tell us about the tight end of the week?
Yeah, look at these amazing stats. 7 catches, dude. That's a pretty decent game for a tight end. Look at that yardage, just killing it. That's an entire red zone he's got in his stat column right there. Just 25 yards.
That is
for more points.
And that's where he fucking lived. That's where he fucking lived that week. And that's why he got 33 points on him.
That he did.
And what would have made that only tolerable is if the Raiders ended up beating him.
And Donald's in the Mediterranean right now. He didn't even know about it until the next day.
Yeah, he's on tape delay.
Hey, Donald, fuck you.
Love that. And then back to back weeks here. I have a kicker of the week. So proud of my team. Kickers just coming through and standing strong. Daniel Carson, who also got dropped this week. So bold move on my part. We'll see what happens there. So
yeah, and the head of boy Cotton.
Don't have a bye week. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to keep a kicker on the bench. Get out of here.
I guess.
So, and then last but not least, defense of the week. This terrible team out of San Francisco. We don't even talk about it. Binger, good job.
They're actually the #1 defense in actual football. I don't know about fantasy points, but they're which is crazy. They have 5 starters that are out.
Okay, we're not talking about actual football. This is fantasy football. Okay.
Fuck that.
Well, my fantasy is to get those 5 starters back to make that #1 defense -1.
There you go.
Love it.
Well, we've talked a lot about the standings. Not much changed at the top aside from Doug getting his first loss, but he's still the second best team. Binger's still the #1 guy there at 5-0. I wanted to highlight the points for and how he's beating the next closest amount of points for by 90 points. That's just an impressive season so far.
Just stop scoring, man. Jesus, you're doing fine. Just win.
90 points.
Yeah, 90. That's how math works.
You need to recheck your math. 812 to 522. 190 points?
No. The next, that's just.
Oh, next highest scoring team. Gotcha. Sorry, I missed you there. I was looking at the points against column here.
No, I didn't realize he's beating Tyson by 300.
Just
points.
edit that part out. We'll get it in editing.
We'll get that post-production. Don't worry. Post-production.
We'll get it in post.
So anyways, then points against, I want to highlight this yet again. 764 points against me. No, Donald's played against 724 points against. Nobody else has faced 700 points. So, just bring your best team every week. We'll see what happens.
That's good news. That's really great news. Maybe somebody can score a lot of points besides Henry.
And then right there, you can see there's some waiver wire pickups. Nothing real notable. Maybe in Joku, I tried to get him. 4 people tried to get Kenneth Walker. Apparently, I've never even heard of Kenneth Walker. That's probably why I didn't try to get him. But yeah. So let's look at this week.
Chad, you want to cover your matchup?
Yeah. Actually, I just realized we didn't cover the betting, but I didn't have time to look at it. So I'm sure I probably beat Doug. So Doug just send me the money when we get there. So this week, I think I might have a very fortunate draw, even though the projections yesterday were very, very close still, but I feel very confident, especially with Tyson getting rid of his second round and third round picks, or maybe first round and second round, I don't even know, yesterday, and Keenan Allen and Joe Mixon. So I like my matchup. I'm definitely taking myself this week for the first time.
There we go. There we go. Joey, wanna cover our matchup?
I will, but I it's not going to be a real positive vibe. I really think Ryan's going to get me this week. And I'm not saying that to be silly. I really do think I had some people out, some bye weeks that are going to kind of hurt. And I mean, if Josh Allen does his thing and I can get some people out of Philly to play some football against a pretty good Dallas, I'm banking on somebody competing against some teams. So Philly, I hope to God I pick the right either running back or wide receiver to put in. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But honestly, I think it's all going to depend on whether or not I put the right guy in. Because I do think my total scored might be higher than yours. It's just I think I might put the wrong guy in.
I'll take that. Whatever it takes to get my
I'm
first
just
goal.
saying, I look at my projected and I look at like what I was capable of getting. And a lot of time I'm losing 40, 50 points. And that's a lot.
Love it. I've been outscoring my projections lately, so I hope that this is just another week of that. So we'll see what happens. Next matchup here. I'm really excited about this matchup here. We got Bing Bong 247 going against 50 Shades of Trey.
That's a cool name.
This is going to be a pretty good matchup. We have a 4-1 going against a 5-0. Can anybody stop Bing? That is the question.
God, do it, Lindo.
I doubt it here. I doubt it.
I mean, I love me some Banger, but Jesus Christ, give us a freaking break, bro.
Lindo's team is very hot and cold. You know, it'll score 100 points one week and then 160 the next week. So I think he's going to need 160, which, you know, he did score 100 last week. So maybe it happens.
It's like telling a real football team, you're going to need 50 points to beat these guys.
Oh, you're playing the Bills?
You better score.
We got another matchup in Matt Simone versus Donald. I feel like Donald has had pretty good weeks every week. He just, you know, kind of like Joe said, it's who you go up against. And same with Matt last week. He could have, you know, had 2 more points and he would have been 3-2 instead of 2-3. I think this might be one of the matchups of the week because I honestly think Bing's gonna smoke Lindo. I think this one right here will be the one that we're watching come Monday.
Both these teams could easily have winning records. I mean, both these teams.
Matt's got a really cool name too.
What's that?
All of you guys have cool names. I need to change my name.
Step your game up, son.
So does KJ.
Yeah.
KJ?
Oh, that's from last year.
Oh, I was gonna say KJ's name sucks.
The best name in the whole league here is in our next matchup. Quail MF Man. I'm gonna edit it for YouTube here. Quail MF Man, good old Quail Man there. Going up against Crandall. At least I tried Vandegrift. Close matchup again. You know, this is only separated by about 3 points here.
I think KJ is gonna get him this week, guys.
Okay. Well, that's actually the next part, Joe, is we're gonna actually go through and you and Trevor are gonna bet. I love how we spend Trevor's money or win him money every week and not me.
I still owe KJ $5.
Okay.
Noted.
I think Binger owes me 5. I don't know.
Noted. All right. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Yes, he owes me 5. What the heck, Bing? All right, Joe. I have to take myself, so I'll circle that one right there. Maybe.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like John Madden, some circling on some screens here. Ow! Boom!
Who you want in that Lindo Bing matchup?
He can't bet against the Bills. I'm gonna go with Bing.
Bang.
You're going with Bing?
Yeah.
That gives me Lindo. What about the next one?
This is a good match.
I gotta go with Dirty Mike because he always seems to come through at the end, and if it's close, he's gonna win it.
He's only 2-3 because he's had
That's
so many freaking
what I'm
points scored
talking
against him.
about. He's
100%.
like he's like you, but he's squirted out too.
Yeah.
No, my team sucks. Don't lie to nobody. And then last matchup here.
Do I get to pick this one?
Whose turn is it?
Pick them all.
I think KJ is going to take him down.
Ooh, going with the underdog. I
Yep.
like it.
I believe in
I hear
Crandall.
that pays 2-1.
I believe in you, Crandall. I hope you're watching this. I believe in you. Get it done.
Hey, Trev, so I missed that. Did you take Joey over me?
No, I made him take himself. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take myself
Gotcha.
in that matchup. For that $5, I'm going to tank this team this week. I'm going to Pete Rose this motherfucker.
I'll give you $5 to be better.
I
Don't
ain't
worry.
gonna make any money at the end of this shit with the way things are going.
Trade block, trade chats. Let's go. Let's
God, you guys move around a lot.
What's that?
You guys have a lot of trades. Look at Bing and Quail Man at the top of the tree going, fuck, we don't need any.
Trade block.
This is just the trade block. This is who people are willing to trade,
Okay.
not the actual trades that have gone through.
Yeah, we had a big trade yesterday with Tyson and Matt Simone getting something together. You know, I like it. I like seeing guys going after things. And so I'm hoping we see some more trades happening.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. And I've said this before, I'll reiterate it. You can trade picks for next season as well. You can throw that into your deal as long as you run it by your commissioners first. Absolutely. You can throw in next season's picks. So if
you auto draft those picks,
you can auto draft them. That seems to be your MO. So, but we won't. I like picking my team terribly anyway. So
yeah,
but yeah, throw those in there. I know I'm more than happy being in the position I'm in to trade my team away for picks for next year. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's information.
Just broadcasting. Just broadcasting. So
good luck in week 6. Who made these slides? God damn it.
He's drunk. He's getting ready for vacation. So I don't know what's going on
I'm
here.
tuning out, man.
Next week's gonna be tough to win football because I'll be fucking on a cruise in Mexico. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be football, not football.
Football.
Yeah.
The better sport.
Yep.
So.
Wow.
Joe, thanks for coming on, dude. We appreciate your time. We know you're busy out there working.
Guys.
So we
appreciate you guys for having me. Nice work on the presentation. It's really highlighting a lot of Kelsey for me, and big fan.
That's tight in the game, baby.
Yeah, I think you're right. At receiving.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, well, that's what counts, right? You don't get points for blocking.
You're saying it. Preaching it. Thank you. Thanks everybody for your time. We'll see you guys next week. Trevor will be on a boat.
All right.
Take it easy.
All right.
There you go,
guys.
So do we leave? Yeah, there we go. Do we leave now or what? What happens?
You're good to go, Doc.